Hello guys and welcome. We are here in the proving area today. There's two different proving stuff that we're going to be doing today. So a lot of fighting in this episode. We're going to do a lot of proving with him, and then we're going to actually do the one for request.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
I'm game. What do you have in mind?
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Oh, I almost dropped that. One moment here. Okay, I think I got it now. Sure, set me up with a team battle.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Let's do this then. Get the mage.
Enemies ahead! Quick! Get on! Be careful! I'm trying to be merciful.
Stunned from having to do her.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Yeah, set me up with team battle.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
It shall be done. Now we do battle!
Thanks, Chael.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Let's do it.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Come and get it! I will not. Best be wary! Now you fall!
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Yeah, sure.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Yeah, none of that.
You've taught our fighters some valuable lessons. It will take some time before they are ready to challenge you again.
Sounds good. Blood ring. There are clear signs that this ring was made in the Deventer Imperium. It's covered in dragon motifs, for one thing, and it gives anyone who wears it a slight uneasy feeling for another. But beyond that, very little is known about it. Warriors of House Ivo took this ring in the Blessed Age from the hand of a madman, a surface mage who had wandered into the underground and attacked Lyrium miners near Orgrimmar. From there, the ring changed hands many times until its history has been lost, and the dwarves no longer remember how it ever came into their lands.
Take this with my thanks.
You're welcome. All right. So we're going in here. Let's talk. Greetings, I'm Alara of the Grey Wardens.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Who are you?
I am Ferinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a silent sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
Whose side are you on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
Then may both of our efforts triumph.
May the ancestors choose their champion wisely.
I don't know about wisely. Okay, so out we go. Basil?
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What are you talking about?
Well, that sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out of the proving?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
Let's imitate. Harriman's heard that his own cousin would walk out on him.
Oh, don't put it that way. Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
So you're being blackmailed. Spit it out.
Balin's fighter, Miaja, showed me love letters they have, from Revelka to me. If I fight, they'll expose us.
I can get those letters back.
You do that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter, Miaja, has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harriman again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Never fear. I will get those for you. Okay. The proving. Valos Adonum. I can never say that. Okay. No surprise there. Oh, guys. In the 23rd year of reign of the King Randa Adugan, an old man of servant caste was accused of stealing a sapphire ring from his employer, Lord Dace. The servant was stripped of his position, he and his family thrown to the streets, and soon after the servant died. The son of the disgraced servant challenged Lord Dace to a proving, declaring that his father had been the victim of a cruel injustice, and the ancestors would bear him witness. Lord Dace had no choice but to accept. On the sacred stone of the proving ground, the noble faced the servant boy. Lord Dace carried a sword crafted for his own hand and was clad in his great-grandfather's armor. The servant boy had neither armor nor weapon. When the battle began, the boy fought like a whole pack of angry deep stalkers, flinging himself upon the startled lord, wrenching the sword from his hand and prying at his armor with his bare fingers. The boy knocked Lord Dace to the ground and beaten him until the lord begged for mercy. The boy and his family were reinstated to their place in the Dace household, and their future of the boy's father was not questioned again. The ancestors had spoken, and no one would question their word. go.
As you say.
And just take. We don't need to talk to any of these guys. Don't really care. And there's no codexes, so we're fine and dandy.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
I have your letters right here.
Where did you get those? No, I don't want to know. Just thank you.
I broke in.
I can't
Broke
say
open
what it
the
means
chest
to know my
and got
Revelka
them.
is safe.
Then you'll fight in the proving?
I will be glad to fight for Harrimont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
All right. Let's start this proving, huh?
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
I'd like to fight as Lord Harrimant's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king.
We don't,
Let
but
me just put you into the schedule here.
you're giving me no
Now,
choice.
is there a particular name you wish listed?
I'm Alara of the Grey Wardens.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce.
And yours,
We
Innocent?
actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Yes, ready and eager.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
What are you waiting for? I want to fight.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there.
I'm so close to
This
leveling
is a
up.
glory proving.
Let's do this.
Fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orghren to honor the memory of King Oghren. First up is Oghren of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Oghren made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrimant's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
You're honoring me.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
You must not exhaust our supplies.
The winner is the Grey Warden! That was an exciting start, Warden. Oghren is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent! Let us go.
Morgan, why don't you come and lay down by me or go lay
This
down
is
with
a
your
glory
sister?
proving. Fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orghren to honor the memory of King Oghren. This round, Harrimant's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, the Aja and Lukjan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, may the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall
And
is
it works.
vanquished. Fight! The winner is the Grey Warden!
Level up, baby. Woohoo!
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent! Let us go.
Let us go.
This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orghren to honor the memory of King Oghren. Harrimant's champion cleared the stone, but can she hold out against the paragon's own favorites, the Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Astith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Good luck to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I'm not going to, like, pull against such can't talk.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent! Let us go.
Yes, please.
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloodlick II defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojciech Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valans.
I will have no second. I will fight alone.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Is begun.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Paramount picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Okay, I just want to mention something. It's sad that the underground ones with the notorious cast lists or other people were harder than their so-called warriors.
Excellent! Let us go.
I find that amusing.
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain, fighting for his royal cousin Balin. The winner is Piotr Naidukan. We'll just call you Grey Warden.
Glitchy.
Challenging him on behalf of Lord Harrimont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
I dedicate my trumpet to Harrimon's victory.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight! Yeah!
Do this.
Enemies approaching.
Somebody just tripped me up.
Most excellent.
Down you go.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Harrimont.
May the assembly heed the ancestors and choose Harrimont.
The ancestors speak through you. Congratulations, Warden.
Level up. I will do. Alright, guys. I love his comments.
I can't believe it! The ancestors came out of the sodding ground to kiss your feet, Duster.
As you say.
Am I a duster? Because I'm human? Interesting. No talk from the...
The Elden Age watches me. I'm reminded of a certain former master whose head I crushed. So I'm told.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shale. I am simply curious about you, that's all.
As my former master would say during his experiments.
Oh, I would do no such thing. I just find the idea of you so fascinating. On the one hand, it seems it would be so sad and so lonely in existence. And on the other, you are so very powerful. No golem I know of has ever had free will as you do. May I ask what you intend to do with it?
Other than exterminating the vermin of the sky?
Other than that?
I do not know. Crushing heads is fun, for now.
Well, that's something.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He has agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
And one down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so many more. 1, 2, 3. This one will disappear.
Back to buy something, I hope.
Yes.
I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing.
Let me see.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Oh my god. Would you take those, please? Okay, so now let's head in here.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'm looking for someone.
Aye? Maybe I can help.
I'm looking for Doolin.
You must be the one he's waiting for. Table at the back.
Now, she's interesting. She'll treat the noble dwarf with disrespect because she was in love with Trian.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Or like Trian. One can never tell. Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
I'm Alara, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka... something like that.
You knew Duncan.
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close.
You have to be on the front lines.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
I've never been in the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
What are you looking for?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Branka, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who else is in the Deep Roads?
Lord Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Branka. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
Well, thanks for the drink, but I should go.
Watch yourself. Orgrimmar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
Up you go.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmi, honored Desher of the Orgrimmar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
A controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the assembly? I'm always like that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orgrimmar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So how does this caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
So you vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Court in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orgrimmar matters more to him than winning.
I should get going.
As you wish.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
All the rest of whom?
Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Is that who Branka is? She's the paragon.
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the Deep Roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. What's it matter to you, huh? Huh. You trying to find out her secrets? That what Harrowmont sent you here for? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He looking to take it for himself? A little lost technology of the ancients to throw Balin right out of the picture?
And what if I genuinely wanted to help you?
Too little, too late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome to try this. I know both Harrowmont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep, and suddenly now they want to start looking. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Or sit here and have a drink. It's all the bleeding same to me. Barkeep?
Okay, let's go talk to this guy here.
They're everywhere! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie!
Okay. I know we read one of these, but let's go ahead and read again. You asked what I'm telling you, don't go. The stories talk of riches, but never the names. Never who they're supposed to spend their never who they're supposed to spend their wealth. I hear the same tales as a lad in Denerim felt the same pull, but it's a lie, son. They may paint a trail, but once you're on it, doesn't it lead to the beast or back to you? Unsigned letter, father to son. I think we watched that one. Or read that one. 3 weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. Expert. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbounded, dormant until one true spirit claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for the ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribed in the corner in a shaky hand, 3 pages, 3 ages, same story, update. Same as the tavern song, but older. Sign torn on a purpose, but compared and get Velamine Madam. All from him how?
What?
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Excellent, lead the way.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Let's see, was there anything here? Doesn't look like.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
All I want is your support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king, and right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
What about him?
The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk. begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
I'll go right now.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Okay, so let's get going here.
Very well.
I wonder if you got anything for me, dog. Well, let's pet him first, because it's been a while since we pet our puppy. Oh, well, not in the... Alright then. Pantaloons. Or as Sarah calls them, breeches. Ah, one cannot have too many pantaloons. Dirty pair of pantaloons. Nice. Good job, dog. I still haven't figured out who to give the pantaloons to, so I just pick one that's got the lowest approval rate and give it to them, even if it's +1. Oh, let's fight.
Hero Marquez! Under the warning! Balin will not allow it!
As he
Yeah. Good job, peeps.
Enemy! Ahead! Our skill has won the day!
Nobody's gonna say anything.
I shall do it.
Level up. Mr. Dog. And the casteless. A casteless system in Origins includes many groups of privilege, the nobility and the warriors above all others, but to the lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition establishes a clear hierarchy, but as in any culture with an upper class, there is also a clear underclass. These unfortunates, the so-called casteless, are to believe to be descendants of criminals and other undesirables. They have been looked down upon since Origins' foundation. They have taken up resistance in the place called Dust Town, a crumbling ruin of the fringe of Origins' common area. Orgrimmar society consists these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the casteless are not allowed to become servants, as it is too honorable a position. They are seen a little better than animals, their faces brand at birth to mark them as the bastard children of the kingdom. Their home districts little more than slum. It is a haven for crime, organized and otherwise. Orgrimmar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. The best the most casteless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of the local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic lynch ale. Whoops, too far. Even so, there is hope for the casteless, a dangling rope that offers a way up to the greater Orgrimmar society. Since the dwarves' caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male children of noble is part of the noble houses and castes. Strangely, it is accepted for a casteless woman to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They are known as noble hunters. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event, considering the low rate of dwarven fertility. The mother and the entire family are then taken in by the father's house, although they retain their caste. The dwarves we know on the surface are also considered casteless once they leave Orgrimmar, although this is only relevant to those who return, if they are allowed to return at all. Dwarves who leave for the surface, the sun touch as they are often called, behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone and their favor of their ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity, for upon dying they are said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that way, it seems a sad existence indeed. From the Stone's Hall of the Dwarves by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Alright. I believe. Alright, Rodwick.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw. And that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Alara, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I have to hear what you're asking.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium. The sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Let's persuade him. 50's a bit much when you got no opinion. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Sure. No big loss.
It is begun.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let me see your wares.
Of course.
It shall be done.
Alright.
The differences between this side of town and the others is striking.
We're here to kill them all, yes? For sport?
I think I just stepped in something. Very well.
Alright. Let's see. I think it's the ending, but let's go ahead. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the tag is at its premium, but the intent function of the City Hall merits an additional resource committed. The statues of paragons must be the core of the halls of heroes. There is no other placement that is so beneficial to dwarven interest. It is the first glimpse that the surface ambassadors have of Orgrimmar, and an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of the raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose as a last sight for the departed brethren. Those who have chosen to leave must do so with a heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backside. Or at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequences. We will promote all matters of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. Presented to the Order 5-1A, no dwarves of interment caste may conduct business in the commons. This is subsequently clarified by the Assembly to mean that owning and operating the stalls or Kisra is limited to those that identify and approved house names with traceable ancestor lineage of the at least 3 generations. Exceptions include individual purchase of goods or services from establishing stalls or kingdoms, provide that funds are presented at the opening of the transaction, at the district of the stalls or the kingdom owners. I'm sure you understand the need to maintain strict quality control over goods and services that flow through Orgrimmar, especially when we're making a concrete effort to encourage outside investment. The standard of Dusttown and that of the common brand are simply not sufficient. Your trade permitted hereby denied. Okay, it is agreed that no rules of the procedure was explicitly broken, but a 5-day filibuster is nonetheless worthy of censure. Division of the House Grosmote property was deliberated for a full session, and forfeited of the southern estate deemed a necessity. Since the birth of the young cad, necessary has elevation to noble status, and it is unthinkable for a noble's family to live in the slums. It is responsible of the father to accommodate the placements of his family. It is not possible to simply generate new space in the diamond quarters without compromising tag structural integrity. Lord Days comments that if Lord Grosmote didn't want a new heir, he shouldn't have slummed for a concubine. Was indeed inappropriate, but the prospect procedure for the resolution through proving was followed. Both parties agreed to accept his retraction, and that matter is considered separate and closed. The decision of Assembly regarding the placement of the ducal clan stands. Your effort has been exemplary, but the self-proclaimed Cardinals must defer to the Assembly and restore order. Exclusion from the chaos and society is no excuse. Perhaps suggests that it would be simpler matter to march on the quarter, or simply still to withdrawn infrastructure support. A tunnel breach would be more unfortunate, but current policies direct prohibits any deals that would be legitimate cartel operation. Downward pressure on the certain elements of our society has proven useful in showing out the economy with excess affordability labor. It is also encourage enlistment in Legion of the Dead, the one accept path to particular redemption, and a vital force on our awakening front lines. The model suffers when criminals create their own hierarchies with alternative methods of social advancement. Every stone has a face that can't be carved, a side that must be earthworn. We need their so-called dust town, but it would be inadvisable to include that in your negotiations. We have the ultimate faith in you, Capt. The rest is obscured by bloodstain. From a confident assembly director regarding the proliferation of cartels. Alright, let's take care of him.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for the thief who dares steal from the shipwreck.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Bye. Quest updated. Perfect.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the
sky. You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Do you know anything about small ruins down here?
Nugs? Yes. They don't got much meat on them, but down here you can't be picky. Better than nothing.
Could you catch one for me?
What for? You going to cook them up yourself?
My friend would like one as a pet.
Yeah, I can find a nug for you. Could even get one from outside the city. Those ones in the don't eat as much garbage. I don't know what they eat, but they always seem healthier, you know? Shiny coats, bright eyes. How much you giving me?
How much do you want?
Don't know. Depends on how big a one I catch. Give me some time. I'll hunt him down for you.
Perfect.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
I might have money if you have information.
What are you looking for?
Do you know a woman named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where could I find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one of these tokens?
Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised?
Let's see. I'll give you 10 silvers. Take care of
I'll
yourself.
think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Not so much. I wish I could give them a little more, especially her giving information like she did.
Spare a bit? Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
If you're a minor, why would your son be castless? We already know this, but let's go ahead and ask her anyway.
In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent. Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a minor like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed.
That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born castless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Can't you just take your son to the surface?
I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there, that humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe.
I'm from the surface.
And you've been kinder than any of my countrymen. Perhaps it's a sign. If it gives my son a chance to live, I will go. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
You'd have a better life than what you have right now. It's going to be a hard life, obviously, but...
It is begun.
Well, look what we have here. Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Take care of that one. She'll take care of that one. You take care of that one. You take care of that one. And dog, take care of that one.
By the maker! Don't kill me! Sorry, ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon.
Thank you.
Sweet bloody stone, look at them all!
You're the only one alive. What can I say? Tell me how to find Jarvia or join them.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now?
Yes, and you wouldn't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You're a good person.
I wouldn't
How do they
say
it?
that.
The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Don't kill me! Sorry, ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface?
Glitch?
You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all!
Okay, we're just gonna skip this.
There
we go. Okay. And we received an item. Even glitching off. I gotta love old games.
I shall do it.
Which I do.
It is
by
begun.
far one of my favorite ones to play. Alright. Did you find it? Okay.
I got him. He's all squirmy, but he's a big fella.
Do you want me to break that for you?
Yeah. Once I figure out how to cap that gun.
Lefty, loosely,
Shut
righty,
up.
tighty, Caitlin. Sorry, guys. Here's 40 silvers. Look after yourself.
40 silver? Real silver? I could buy something proper with that. A good meal, maybe a real blanket. I knew you'd be good on your word. Nice doing business.
All right. Continue. Close inspection, there is a small hole concealed in a fold of the stone just big enough for a finger. Put the finger bone token in the slot. The door unlocks. Oh, I almost thought that was gonna froze on us. Anyway, so now we're gonna go look for Jarvia, but we'll do that in the next episode. See you guys tomorrow. Bye now.